Hey guys, what's up? My name is Mr. Syrup and welcome to my first countdown. This is going to be the top 5 scariest enemies in gaming. Now, since this is my personal list, I'm going to have some rules that I'm going to abide by. First being that there are no bosses on this list because I do want to do a list of that later down the road. Number 2, this is based off characters games I've played, so if you haven't seen a character or an enemy that you thought should have been on this list, I probably didn't play it or didn't find them as scary as you did. And number 3, that this does not have to be just from scary games. I've taken them from different genres. And I will be doing collabs with another Bronzy every so often. And that's it. Let's get started. Honestly, how does that shriek not send shivers down your spine? These guys are terrifying, and although that number 5, the stalkers from Dead Space 2, are not to be trifled with. They're sneaky, fast, and will wreck your shit at any point in the turn. You can't let your guard down for even a second against these guys. Almost everything about them is terrifying. They're the mere definition of a jump scare, which do mean they do get stale after a while, but when you look at them in close detail, they just look so, disgusting, unnerving, and you just feel uncomfortable to be in their presence, but you just can't help but be in that presence. Throughout the segments of the game that you have to face them, each time is so nerve-wracking, you freak out, at least like I did. First time meeting these guys, I jumped out of my chair every time they popped up. Throughout the game, though, I did get used to it, and they didn't become as scary. I guess that's why they're number 5. I'm going to be giving number 4 to the Clickers from The Last of Us. The game itself has an amazing story, solid gameplay, and refreshing mechanics. I'm fully aware that this game is not a horror game, however, these enemies are just too good not to put on here. They're scary, unnerving, staticky, and they leave you the question, do you charge in and kill as many as you can, or do you sneak past them? That's what this game thrives in, and these are the perfect enemies to use that example with, because if you are caught and you're not prepared to fight them, you will be insta-killed. Do not underestimate these guys. They are tougher than they look. They can't be killed like the other infected where you can sneak up behind them and break their necks. The Clickers actually require a shiv in order to sneak kill them. In order to have a shiv, you have to make them from resources, and with the limited resources you do have, you'd be better off just running away. Number 3 is actually kind of a cop-out, because he's just so popular. I just couldn't decide on who from the Resident Evil series I wanted to put on here. When it came down to it, I gave it to the Regenerators. He alone, his design, his look, his theme, everything is so creepy. And the only way to kill him is by killing these little bug-like creatures on his body, which causes him to explode. God, he has such a creepy smile on him too. There's different variations to him, whether he's got spikes or just bald. But any way you look at him, he's just so disgusting and so I honestly don't know if it's just nostalgia or just the way he is. He's just so disturbing. Number 2 is going to the Basilisk from Dark Souls. These guys are scary more in the detail and less on the surface level. I mean, if you look at their design, what you think are his eyes are these huge glowing orange orbs, but those are just to distract you, to scare you away. And then you zoom in and you see these little beady things that look like nostrils or whatever you think they are, and those are actually his eyes. He's much scarier than you'd actually think he is. He turns, or they turn, their victims into statues, and when you see these statues, they're not just there as part of the landscape, they're other people, other characters, because this game is online, and you see all these people that died to these things, and you really see how, dangerous they can be. They spew gas that curses you. When you're cursed, you instantly die, and when you come back, your health is halved, and you can only fix that by curing yourself, and depending on how far you are in the game, it's very difficult. Just take my advice and don't get cornered by these guys, because if you do, you'll know what real fear is. Number 1 is going to the Straight Dragon monsters from the Silent Hill series, or more specifically, the crawlers from Silent Hill 2. These monsters have a very strong connection to James, being that they're the representation of him feeling helplessness with his emotions and how he's dealing with his memories. They're very prominent throughout the game, and they can hide or come out of nowhere and scare the crap out of you. They also give you, or lead you to your radio that becomes a huge part of the game that shows you where monsters are, or to be more precise, of where they could be or if they're around. It works as more of a radar. These monsters are very prominent throughout the game, and it continues to make you feel helpless and alone in an otherwise dangerous world that Silent Hill is so good at creating. It's because of this and nostalgia that these creatures are at number 1. Thank you for watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate it. The only thing is I do want to apologize for the quality of it. I do have shitty equipment and I did my best, so I hope you liked it because I had a lot of fun making it. More videos are coming soon. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share to all your friends. Thank you.